The Prime Minister was told to get this done or be removed. And or be sanctioned. It's a very clear message that has never been delivered before to the likes of Sudani. If Sudani and Alok don't pull the trigger in the next 2 weeks, Sudani will not be re-elected because he has not kept his promises from the last election. The locals are getting very upset because we keep hearing all of these promises on TV, but they are not happening. You are watching Khan Baba, today October 21st evening in Iraq. Is Sudani holding this RV as a bargaining chip for re-election? No, I think the best bet would be to release it and guarantee his re-election. The election starts November 11th, and I think the RV could start before. I would think Sudani would like to do it before. That makes more sense to me than doing it after elections. He is going to have to ante up. We're walking on very thin ice, and at any moment I believe in my heart it's going to crack and put us right through into the monetary reform, purchasing power for the citizens and our blessing, our profit. They're talking to us out of both sides of their mouth. From one side they keep announcing all the brand new wonderful stuff they're doing / have done, letting us know the rate is about to change. But from the other side of their mouth they won't tell us anything about the budget schedules. They keep hiding that from us. Iraq is currently meeting with the IMF, World Bank, and US Treasury in Washington, D.C. These meetings are part of the 2025 annual meetings, which are taking place this week and have drawn finance ministers and central bank governors from around the world. No one is meeting to finalize the RV. The meetings are merely an annual meeting with many more countries discussing their visions and possibilities. Iraq is one of many. Not every event is a link to the RV. This is not news. It's an annual meeting, one of many throughout the years. The third envoy to Baghdad, Trump, remained in Iraq to play a decisive role. The appointment of Iraqi Chaldean Mark Savaya as US President Donald Trump's special envoy to Iraq has generated considerable interest in Iraq, with attempts to understand the US move and the background of this man, known for his closeness to Trump. However, Savaya now assumes a sensitive position, handling the Iraqi file, despite having never held any official position, either at the state or federal levels. You see the largest financial institutions in the world openly being involved in Iraq. For crying out loud, there's news on CNBC about Iraq. Western media, that's huge. That's really because it's telling. The only way you're going to see the HCL is if they use the new exchange rate. That's why they told you they're lifting the 3 zeros. You got the new exchange rate and you got the HCL. We just need the damn laws. You're about to see a different value added to your currency, which will allow the HCL to be calculated properly and then give the citizens of Iraq a decent oil and gas rights payment to them. At 1,310, all they were going to give them was a few pennies. Iraq had to get their digital act together and to get the people connected with banks digitally. That's what primarily they're going to be, a digital currency, a digital country. And they did it. President Trump told them to shake a leg, and they did. They got it done. So Iraq's done. They've got a new rate. This is very good news. From Washington, a new banking and economic reform package for Iraq. They are talking about a final set of financial reforms and announcing what the details are. Very positive. We have covered this meeting with Wyman going on in DC. A lot of meetings about digital reforms. I don't see how the CBI is going to pull off retrieving all these notes from the stashes in the homes without some incentive to bring them in. Thus what would the incentive be? The only incentive I know is to give them a rate change just over $1, thus the dinar is worth more than the dollar. This is good news, Emo. This is beautiful. We know that Iraq paid back the IMF, a loan that they got in 2003. That's when the new 2510, 000, 5000, 1000 dinar notes were printed. Our notes that we have now are printed starting in 2003. And they paid the IMF back at $8 billion against a loan Iraq received in 2003. Now, to do that, you had to have a revalued dinar. To make that doable, the rates are actually on the ATMs in Baghdad, in airports and other places. So have they converted over to, I think, the new rate in country? Yes. The monetary reform can come back at $3.22 and let it float to the real effective exchange rate. Emo, the CBI will float it to somewhere between $3.86 and about $4.25 before they consider to cap it. They're going to float your currency because with a float they can come out at a higher rate than 1-to-1. This is a reinstatement of your exchange rate. Thank you for watching.